Yo, what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? And here we are, Saturday Sit Down with G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, and football junkie. Give it up. Yeah. We back again, back in stride again, like Frankie Beverly say. You know what? We got to come to you and bring you some news that you can use. So, football junkie, how you doing this morning, brother?
Man, I'm doing pretty good, man. No complaints whatsoever.
All right, that's what it is,
Sir.
man. Again, they asking for you. They want to know what's on your mind and what's going on. So we're gonna give them exactly what they want. Because one thing we don't do, we're not gonna do any clickbait. Everything we're gonna bring you is gonna have some substance and it's gonna be some good content. Give it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So before we going any further with this, I need everybody to do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Hit that like button right now. Take your time. Hit your remote. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Because if anything you want to know about the Cowboys, you got to come to the Cowboy Huddle podcast. That's what I said, Cowboy Huddle podcast. Yeah. So again, when I say that, I also want to say a big shout out to all the subscribers and all the followers and all those that support the Cowboy Huddle podcast. Again, like I always say, without you guys, this is totally impossible. And I want to recognize all the new subscribers. We got some new subscribers that come in, man. And
Okay.
we want to welcome them aboard. And like I say, we love to hear your side of the story with these Cowboys, because all we are, we just fanatics of our Cowboys, and we're gonna tell you the real, raw deal of the Dallas Cowboys. Give it up. Yeah, man. So what's going on this weekend? What you got going on? What you got planned, fam?
Oh shoot, not much, man. Just gonna get outside and just see what to do in the city. That's about it.
Right.
Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Keep my ear low to the flow.
Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. I feel you. And that's exactly what's going on. Hey, there go my grandbabies. Hey, y'all. Yeah, look at them. My babies. They gonna come through and say, what's up, Paw? Hey, well, anyway, so yeah, man. So let's get on into this, man. You don't hold these folks long, man. We just gonna let them know what's going on, man. So what you got going on? Go ahead and start this segment off, man. Start the show off, man. What you got going on?
Man, I looked into Robert Rochelle and our boy Perrion, Winfrey, and these two fellas, can be some likely acquisitions added to the deck fold. I see Perrion Winfrey being a more effective piece uh, than Rochelle, because when you look at our defensive secondary room and whatnot, even though we have an injury bug already in the situation, uh, he could probably sew in a spot and fill in a vacant spot until some of these guys come back from being injured and whatnot.
Right.
But when it comes to Winfrey, this is a big cat.
Oh yeah.
He's a big cat.
How big is he? How big is this guy?
He's like 6'5" about 290, 300-ish in that ramification. So this guy has a high end motor. He's very aggressive. He's nasty, doggish. He's as you can see, he's used to be a part of the AFC North, and everybody know about those defenses in the AFC North. Everybody's believe in having some real live trench work on their defensive lines in the AFC North. So if he brings that on over from what I did see him in the USFL this past season a couple of times and whatnot. He moves things. He takes up some space. He moves people around, and he makes his presence known. So I believe this guy, if he can, take advantage of this opportunity again to be in the NFL. He showcased his talents in the semi-pro level. That he still got it. He's young. He's very young. He's still a young guy. So he still has a lot to bring to the table, I believe, especially being that he's like 24, 25 years old. So he has not had a whole lot of wear and tear on his body or anything like that, other than just playing college football in a few years in the NFL, the Browns, and the Jets. So yeah, I believe this guy could be probably letting the other guys that's in the middle of this defense know that it's serious business, and we all about competition around this camp. And if you are not going to be able to perform or contribute, you might be somewhere else before the season starts.
Yeah, and yeah, what again? That's what we're running off of, man. We're running off competition and pressure, playing under pressure. So I like the fact that that's part of the culture with this Cowboy team, man. So you bring Perion Winfrey to the organization to compete for a job. Now, personally, what I say about this individual, after watching highlights with this kid, man, he plays, I think, the 2 or 3 technique, man. Guy can take on a double team, can share the double team, and basically he makes tackles. He makes
Yeah,
tackles. So he has just made it that much harder for somebody else on this team at the defensive tackle position. So, uh,
Mozzie Smith.
yeah, Mozzie and several others. So, matter of fact, let's pull that up real quick and see what that depth chart looks like. So here we are. Right now, what they have started is Osa Digazua, which we know he won't be moving him. But
Hmm.
we do have Mozzie Smith. But behind Mozzie, you have Jay. You have Jay Doya. Uh,
Hmm.
is another one that that's fighting for a spot, and I like Jay.
Hmm.
But now that you bringing in Perion Winfrey, he's going to make some noise, and I personally think that he's going to be one that's going to fight anywhere from Tommy up to Solomon to Jay. And
Yeah,
if they do what I think they should be doing, man, as far as a rotation, I think we can find a spot for Perion on this team. What do you think? Do you think the same?
I think the same too, man. Because you got one thing for sure and two things for real. We don't have to worry about him being in condition or into shape because he just played what they play 8 games in the semi pro level to play like an 8 game season. So he's in shape. He's in football shape already. He's been in the pads. He has an advantage over the other players right now because he been in pads.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
been he been physically getting at it for the
yeah,
last 2.5 months. He's been physically getting at it. So now all he has to do is just understand the schematics of what the jargon and the lingo that the Cowboys are going to put pitch at him from Eberflus to Whitecott. It's what they want to pitch at him and whatnot, and to see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? He
yeah.
really can just absorb what's going to be pitched at him, soak it up, and pit his ears back because he's been in the pads.
Yeah, and you know what? And here's the deal: he has time to get into his playbook because they're going to be off about 4 to 5 weeks, so he
Yeah.
has time to catch up and know at least the base plays of this defense. So yeah, and looking at this, man, it's going to be it's going to be a battle, man. I mean, looking at Solomon, looking at Jay, looking at Tommy, you got Denzel Jackson. It's going to be an odd
Mhm.
man out. So and I think the biggest thing, man, we have to find that one technique, somebody that can draw the double team to keep
Mhm.
our
Linebackers clean.
linebackers linebackers free, man. So yeah,
Mhm.
man. Looking at this roster, man, dude. I mean, that's gonna be some competition. So that's definitely something we're going to have to look at and see what happens. But like right now, they have time for him to get into the books and prepare for the training camp. And now, who else? You had somebody else you wanted to talk about? Rochelle.
Robert Michelle.
Okay, what's
Yeah,
going on with
Robert,
him?
Robert Michelle. Robert Michelle. He's pretty much been in the league several years now. This guy he's basically a journeyman. He started out with the
Yeah,
Cleveland Browns. I mean, he started out with the L.A. Rams to be exact.
right.
He started
Mhm.
out with the Rams. He got a Super Bowl with the Rams in their last Super Bowl victory. He's also been with the Seattle Seahawks, Carolina Panthers, and also the Green Bay Packers, which is his last stop.
Okay.
Uh, Basically, this guy is a journeyman that's basically pretty much, as you can see, when you move around from team to team, you're looking for a home and you're trying to entrench yourself somewhere where you can get some stability for the probably at his age he probably want to be somewhere for the next 3 4 years,
Right.
so that he's get close towards the retirement. He can basically say this is home,
Mhm.
and he's trying to round off his career, and hopefully he make him find a foothold, a toehold here with the Dallas Cowboys with us. But I mean, as it's already been seen and whatnot in the last few weeks that we didn't count the injury bug in our secondary with some players and stuff.
Yeah,
So hopefully, he can probably do some form of a patchwork help in the situation. But at the end of the day, um, that situation is deep too.
yeah, and it is, man. And we can look into it. Before I get into um um what my thoughts about him. So this is what we're looking at right here, my man. Shoot, we got Deron Bland. We got who else we got over here? We got Trayvon, which is questionable. Then we got Kyer
Hmm.
Elam, that's looking good. We got Siobhan Rebel Jr. We got Kalen Carson. We got CJ Goodwin. We got Andrew Booth. I got Josh Butler. So,
I
dude, I
mean,
mean,
it's deep.
competition and playing under pressure. That's what it's all about. Give it up.
It's deep.
So, and when I look, so yeah, there's yeah, he's gonna have to really fight, man. I mean,
It's
because
deep.
right now, Kyer Elam is looking really, really well, man.
Hmm.
So and they still, the jury's still out on Kalen Carson. So we got to see
Yeah,
what Kalen Carson got to bring to the table. But not only that, but we can't count Josh Butler out. Josh Butler felt, I mean, he played really well under Mike Zimmer, man. That's my guy, man. I had a chance to interview him, man. Good guy, great story, and things like that, man. So we can't count Josh Butler out as well, man. But with that being said, now as I look at our guy here, Robert Rochelle,
hmm,
and looking at him, yeah, and you're right. He has been a journeyman, and he has been a journeyman. And the thing about that is, he's still looking for a home. And by him looking for a home, he's hungry.
he's hungry. This a
He's
lone wolf
hungry.
right here.
Yeah, he is hungry, man. So with that being said, man, personally, they also mention how he can contribute on the special teams.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if he does not seem to find his position on this defense, this is what they was being said also, that he would definitely fit. And they say he's a hell of a gunner on special
Okay.
teams. So
Okay.
this is something, we have to look at the special team as if it's one of the three phrases of football, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So this is what they're saying about Robert Rochelle, man. That if they need him to play corner, he can. But for sure, he can definitely make this special teams position and work his way, onto this defense. So I guess that's a good thing, having been able to play two positions.
Yeah, have versatility. It's always good to be a Swiss Army knife. That gives you opportunity to have a chance to be able to make the team in other capacities. Because you never know, being that you on the team on special teams, you never know what might happen down the road. Uh, Being that we have the 17 game season, somebody might fall come. We might lose somebody. We need you to plug
Yeah,
and play. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's so true, bro. You're right about that. But we're gonna wish both of these guys luck, man. As far as when the training camp start, because man, that's what I'm excited about seeing, man. To see this competition, man. That we know that this is what this is what the tone is. The tone is about competition and playing under pressure. So we're definitely going to be looking to see that, man. So
Oh yeah.
hey, man, hey, good luck to these guys, right?
Heck yeah. Welcome aboard, fellas.
Yeah, give
Cause
it up for these
it's
guys.
a battlefield.
Yeah, Perrion Winfrey and Robert Rochelle. Give it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So here's a question, man, and this is the a part that we was talking about as well, and I want to ask you about this as well. We're getting, we have our first regular season game, in which this is
Hmm.
against um, the Philadelphia Eagles. So it
Hmm.
basically, this was reported. Obviously, a matchup with the Eagles is vital, as the Cowboys are looking to knock off the reigning Super Bowl champions from atop the NFC East. However, that game will be physical, which means the following week they will meet the Chiefs. They may not be at 100. So I say that to say this, to ask you this question. So this first game in September 4th, what do you think? Is this an important game for the Cowboys?
Man, when it comes to the NFC East, all the games are important. I don't care if it's the scrap bucket Giants, even when the Redskins weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. And I mean, Commanders, even though the Commanders, when they wasn't all that, it was important. Anything that's dealing with the NFC East is important, man, at all costs, no matter what, because you never know who is going to be the one that really turns the corner to be on top of the NFC East. NFC East, I don't care if you win the Super Bowl the previous year, it's still up for grabs. I don't care. It's always up for grabs because you never know. For all we know, the New York Giants could be the best team this season in the NFC East. Even though we're looking at it the way we're looking at it, they might come out with something with Russell Wilson that we be like, wow, we wasn't expecting that to be like that, you know.
Right.
But we've seen the growth and the development of the Philadelphia Eagles, and we knew that the Philadelphia Eagles was going to be a hell of a situation with adding Saquon Barkley. We knew that from what we already know about what they have from the offensive standpoint to the defensive standpoint. Yeah, Jalen Hurts, and now we're looking at the Washington Commanders at what they have over there at quarterback with the young man over there that's doing an outstanding, superlative job. He did his rookie season, and now
Yeah.
you got the New York Giants and what they're trying to do. They're trying to resuscitate life in their situation as best as they possibly can. But at the end of the day, the Cowboys have to take every waking snap important and serious when it comes to anything dealing with the NFC East. Bottom line, period, point blank. We have
Yeah.
to address our conference because the NFC East has a history and a tradition pretty much that can rival the AFC North.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's so true.
Basically, every team. This is one thing about the NFC East. The NFC East probably is the only division that can say that we all have Super Bowls.
Yeah. 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 Give it up. That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
All of them have not just one Super Bowl, multiple Super Bowls.
Multiple. Yeah.
Every team has two or more Super Bowls. Period.
And
Point
it's a big
blank.
rival. It's a big rival. People don't look at the NFC East, but man, that is such a tight race. And I don't care if the Giants are in fourth place, but I mean, it's a tight rival conference in the NFC East, man. It really is. You're right about that, bro.
It's serious. It's serious business. It's battleground. And when you got all four teams in that division clicking,
And that could be this season. That could be this season where all four teams are clicking, man. I mean, we can't just write Russell Wilson off. Again, when we talk
no, you
about these
can't.
quarterbacks, the quarterback has to fit the system. If they're
Yeah,
not used to the system, if you're doing something that they're not used to, they're going to look like trash. They're going
we're
to
gonna.
play like trash. So maybe being over here with New York, maybe this might be something different. Maybe he fits this system. So I'm not counting the Giants out at all. But
Mm,
again, like what you say, man, this is personally this first game. No, there's no excuses. There's no excuses of well, we tried, but we dropped the ball. No, we can't. We need to come out and we need to win that game. We need to win that game against Philadelphia. And I
we
understand what
need
they're
to.
saying. Oh, well, we beat Dallas there. But it was a time, man, that Philly couldn't beat us.
Yeah,
There was a time 49ers couldn't beat us.
yeah.
When Dak and Zeke was in their younger years, dude, we had their number. So we
Oh
got to
yeah.
get back. We got to get back to how we dominated back then up until now. We have to change the course and the narrative how we play the game to going back to dominating the game. And I say
Yes,
this
sir.
here, football junkie. One thing I can say, I think what's going to play in our favor in this first game is Philadelphia has no tape of what this
Yeah.
offense or defense looks like. Give it up.
Element of surprise. Element of surprise. Yes, sir.
Element of surprise. We can actually come out, bro. We can actually come out if we do things like we supposed to. We can actually come out this thing going 5-0 right off the bat until they
Yeah.
catch up to what we're doing. But at the same time, as a coach, even though nobody has tape on you, you know they're going to start trying to gather some footage on you. So at the same time as a coach, you got to keep mixing it up. You got to keep adding
Yeah,
some ingredients
yeah,
to what you're already doing. So every
you
time,
got to
every
finesse.
every week, it's something different, right?
Yeah, you got to finesse them. You got to finesse them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this. You got all these toys. We could be just like what's our boy with all them cars off in his garage? Uh, I can't think of
Uh,
his name.
the
But
late night show guy,
yeah, the late night show guy,
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno. We got all these toys into the garage, man. We got all these toys in the garage. And when we talk about CD Lamb, we talk about George Pickens, we talk about Turpin, we could talk about Parker, we could talk about Blue, we could talk about man. I mean, Tobin. We could talk about all these different toys that we got. You know what I'm saying? We got some exotic things going on with the Cowboys at the skill
Yeah,
position. But if we don't put that fortification up front, you know what I'm saying? We don't put the fortification up front that is needed to give that 2, 3, maybe 3.5 seconds, 3.5 seconds of let me okay, I see you, got you. You know what I'm saying? That rundown. Oh, I got you. Pinpoint, I
yeah,
got you.
man.
You know what I'm
You know
saying? I got you. You know what I'm saying? Because
that. Uh-huh. Oh, oh yeah, got him, coach.
got him. I mean, because we can say this. I mean, I'm gonna continue to say I'm not the biggest Dak Prescott fan. I'm gonna be
Right,
like this. I never been a big quarterback fan of any quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
right. Well, I don't know.
I,
That was
I
Troy
mean, I
Aikman.
haven't because I mean, Roger Staubach growing up, Roger Staubach spoiled us. Okay, growing up, he spoiled us. And then Troy Aikman came along. He just opened my eyes back up. Okay, yeah, I like you, Troy. You know what I'm saying? But but Dak Prescott has a hell of a deep ball.
Yeah, you got to use it though. Got to give him
He
time
has
to
a
throw
hell
it.
of a deep ball. Not only that, that dude can throw some out routes like no other, too, man.
Yeah, do what he does best. Work to his strength. And I'm gonna say this here about him, football junk. This guy was one of the best under the center play action play pass players. He was one of the best to come out from under the center, roll out, boot. Go back to what he does best, man. All this shotgun, 5 wide. No. Run the ball a few times, fake that handoff, let him roll out, hit that tight end. Now the defense has to think about what is he gonna do? Keep the defense on the heel. And that's
Keep
what's
him
gonna
on their
be
heels,
important
man.
for the Cowboys. The offense is going to have clock management. They're going to have to be able to move that ball downfield to give our defense a breather. You know, I was on. Matter of fact, I didn't go on live Wednesday. God no, I didn't go live on Wednesday night, but somebody invited me to come on theirs. And man, these guys were just well, I appreciate them, but the thing about it is, what was it? It was the Michael Parson deal. They didn't think much about Parson. But anyway, that was a whole different story. I was like, wow, what's going on? But everybody had their opinion. Everybody had their opinion, but I just think Parson nothing. But I say that to say this though. This 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 year's team definitely going to have to bring the bag. Give it
They
up.
got to bring it back. They got
They
to,
got to bring
man.
it back.
They got to. And this is the thing about the whole scenario. What I love the most about it, and I feel like it's the most intriguing piece of this whole scenario is they got it's like Tom and Jerry, how the big bulldog is on the chain
Yeah.
and he's nipping and chomping at Jerry, trying to chomp at Tom because Tom keep running by and Tom slap him across his head and his teeth jump out of his mouth, chopping and chopping. See, this is how Jerry Jones is doing these guys, man, because everybody pretty much is on a 1 year situation.
Yep.
They're on a 1 year situation. And most of these guys, they've been with one team for a few years, two teams for a few years, and they're all wanting to find a home and set their name etched in stone
Ooh-wee.
somewhere so they can create a legacy of their own because they're not just representing the Dallas Cowboys. They're not just representing themselves. They're not just representing their former university. They also represent them hometowns they from, too, dog. They represent them hometowns they
Shots
from.
fired. Shots fired. Give it up.
It's a lot to go with. It's a lot to go with legacy and tradition. It's a lot
Yeah,
goes with that because you don't know where these guys come from. You don't know what these guys been through to get to where they are right now, and they're trying to set themselves in position to have legacy along with
yeah,
tradition. So,
yeah.
man, look, it's this is a battleground up here.
Yeah, it's a battleground, fam. If they don't
It's a
know now, they're
battleground.
going to find out. That's one thing about it, and they have created that environment. The environment is all about competition. Ain't no name written in stone. Only two
Yeah.
names I can say written in stone is probably Michael Parsons and Dak Prescott. And Dak Prescott better not get hurt.
Hey,
Woo!
I say Mike Parsons, CD Lamb, and now George
Yeah.
Pickens.
Ooh. Yeah, so and again, like I said, we talked about the deep ball, and I think with Pickens being on the other side, we now you have two number ones. I don't care. I don't like to say it's not a one and a two. Both of them are number one receivers. So you got problems now.
It's
Now
like
when we
having
talk
Billy
about
Joe Dupree and Bush Johnson.
shh, say man, that's a Michael Irvin and Alvin Harper type situation. What?
Randy Moss and Chris Carter.
That's a Drew Pearson and Tony Hill situation. Come on now. We got it now. We got it. Ain't no more excuses, fam. Ain't no more excuses.
That's a Jerry Rice and
John Stallworth.
the okay.
No, what they wasn't.
Say
No,
man,
it wasn't John Stallworth. It
it
was
was Stallworth.
it was
What's his name?
it
I
wasn't
can't
just
think of
John
his name.
Stallworth was with Lynn
He was with Pittsburgh.
Lynn
Stallworth
Swan,
and
John
Swan.
Stallworth,
That's another
and it
good
was
duo. I
yeah,
can't
and
think
then
of the running mate with Jerry Rice with the 49ers, but he was good.
so that was Mark Clayton, and what was his
See,
other name
see,
with
you
Miami?
you thinking about the red? Oh, you talking about Mark Clayton and Duper, the Mark brothers,
Super duper duper.
the Mark brothers. Yeah,
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 buddy. What?
yeah,
Say,
yeah,
man. It ain't no more
yeah.
excuses, man.
I mean,
That's what that's where we are. We done got hyped up all of a sudden. We done talked about competition. Competition got us going, right?
say, man, look, man. I don't even want to just, say. I really don't even want to talk about the offense no more because it's just when you have a tandem like that, when you have a tandem at wide receiver like that, it does just so it takes pressure off the offensive line. It takes uh it takes pressure off the running game
Yeah.
and whatnot. It just and then not only that, it opens up so many different type of ways offense can attack a defense when you have
Right.
two receivers like that. Because when you
Right.
think about it, just think about when New England had those two tight ends, Gronkowski and Hernandez. They
Yeah.
used them tight ends like wide receivers because they could
I
play
got
like wide receivers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, football junk and all I can say, man, there's no more excuses. There's no more excuse. So September 4th is a very important game for us. And we need to come out. And I'm saying let's prepare now in this training camp. Everybody's gonna play hard. One thing I noticed about man where they practice NASCAR.
Yeah,
They
tempo.
everything's up tempo. Everything's up tempo. They run fast, and that's what's needed when in this time of football. You got to get the muscles acclimated to run it at a high speed. You can't just half ass through practice, and then when you get see, that's what causes soft tissue injuries. That's what happened
Yeah,
to Dak. You got to
yeah,
run. You got in practice. You got to run. So when you come season, we are ready and we're used to this high tempo, fast paced type of football. So I like what Brian Schottenheimer doing. I like what I got Clayton Adams is doing. I like what Matt Everflus is doing. So it's starting to look good, man. And like I said, I'm riding with the Hall of Famer Michael Irvin.
Michael Leonard, yes, sir. Hey man, Troy Aikman been getting out there too, man. Speaking.
Well, see, the legends are showing up, man. They can smell what the Cowboys are cooking.
Say, and you know what? This tempo, the tempo offense, it plays into Dak Prescott favor because Dak Prescott is a tempo guy.
Yeah,
He really is.
yeah.
He's a tempo
That's when he
guy.
plays his best. He plays his best
He-
in a 2-minute drill. That's when he plays
yeah,
his best, man. You know.
yeah,
So yeah, there's gonna be something to see, man. There's gonna be something to see, man. I'm excited, man. And we got a couple
man.
of weeks
You,
off, man, before they go to training camp. So what we're gonna do as the Cowboy Huddle podcast, we're gonna continue to find some content to bring to you. Anything that's going on with our Cowboys, we're definitely going to bring it to you live, direct, and correct. And so you guys can have this news to share with other Cowboy fans. But again, guys, do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you will be notified when the next video is posted. Football Junkie, you got anything before we get out of here, brother?
man. Look, it's almost that time. It's almost that time. We are a basically roughly a month away from getting what we're looking for.
That's right.
So as T.O. said, get your popcorn ready.
Y'all hear what
Yeah,
Football Junkie said. Get your popcorn ready, because guess what? We got something to see. So, like I say, man, thank y'all for hanging out with us, man. And we're not gonna hold y'all any long. It's been 30 minutes already. We won't keep y'all too long. But like we always say, man, continue to stay safe and continue to be blessed. Deuces, two fingers up.